Easter eggs in GTA 5. Yes, guys, I thought we'd start off 2020 with a bang, and today, trust me, honestly, what I have to show you guys today is just going to blow your mind. In fact, when I was going through all of this earlier, it blew my mind, and I know you guys are going to enjoy this. I have so much information to share with you guys in today's episode, so most importantly, I want to ask you guys to watch the entire video, or watch as much of this video as you possibly can do, because the information I have to show you guys today is not even joking. There's lots of it, and there's so much information as well. But before we get into this, I love Easter eggs. I know you guys enjoy Easter eggs as well, so if you could be kind enough to drop a like on the episode, guys, that's the best way you can tell me you want me to post more Easter eggs in this game, because there's a lot of Easter eggs. It's just finding them, discovering them, solving them, and telling you guys about it. So if you drop a like on the episode, I promise you I will do my best to come back with more Easter eggs in the future. Anyway, guys, moving into the Easter egg, I'm sure most of you want to know what's going on with the title. Like, why have I said we know the ending to the Mount Chiliad mural Easter egg? I mean, that sounds quite ambitious, but trust me, once you watch the entire video, you're going to think the exact same thing, because I am fairly confident that we have just been told the ending to the Mount Chiliad mural Easter egg. And let me tell you, I'm excited. I am excited for this, because this Easter egg was added to the game a few weeks ago. I've been watching this very closely, just sort of like decrypting and solving different clues and stuff. There's so many clues, guys. And yeah, myself, the Mount Chiliad Guru team, and so many other Easter egg hunters and solvers and everyone on this quest have been coming to the same or very similar conclusions, guys. So yeah, sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, get your tinfoil hats, guys, and let's get straight into this. So the gameplay I'm putting up on the screen right now is from something which was added into the latest DLC. I'm sure most of you guys might be familiar with this, especially if you follow Easter eggs, but for those of you guys who don't know what this is, basically for like $300,000 or so, you can purchase this machine which will stay in your arcade, the brand new arcade which came with the latest DLC on December the 12th. And this machine is a fortune teller. It does not get any more rockstar than this, guys. It is called Madame Nazar, I think. Am I saying that right? Madame Nazar. Madame Nazar, basically. And this translates to Miss Surveillance, or Miss Attention. Basically, Nazar translates to eye. In fact, if you Google this, what does Nazar mean? It basically is the protector from the evil eye, and it means to see. Surveillance, for example, with basically everything to do with an eye. So Madame Nazar will tell you so many different cryptic clues and riddles and loads of things in the game, and when I first heard about this, I was incredibly excited, and I didn't make a video at the time because I knew other people would, and I didn't really know too much information about this, and I just thought if I sat back, relaxed, and just kind of watched everyone else talk about this, I could then piece together some of these clues, solve things, decrypt things, and just figure out exactly what's going on. And that's what I've been doing over the past 3 weeks. Honestly, guys, it has been so much fun going through all of this. I love Easter eggs in this game. I really do. But this fortune teller machine will first off tell you all of these riddles and clues, some of which can be solved very easily because they're referencing things in the game already. Other ones take a little bit of time to solve but are still solvable, and other ones just don't make any sense because they haven't yet been added to the game, if that makes sense. For example, the first ever clue on this list, and trust me, there's a lot of clues, guys. I mean, look at this list. Each one of these bullet points is a brand new clue this fortune teller machine will tell you. So there's like, I haven't counted them, guys, but there's pages of them. There's pages of them, and these are the important ones I have saved at the bottom, but there's so many clues. But first up, I'm just going to go with the most obvious thing. I'm sure any of you guys who have looked into this will know about this, but what caught my attention about this is that if you put in so many coins to this machine, the fortune teller will do something which nothing else has ever really done in this game. It will begin to tell you all of these clues, but eventually the machine will tell you I see numbers 1, 2, 3, which is part of a phone number. If you do this even more, let's try and find some more numbers. It will say I see numbers 7, 6, 4, and basically you will get more and more of these numbers which form a phone number. Now, something which really caught my attention is that all of these numbers which form the phone number are also in RDR2, a game Rockstar Games released like a year ago, maybe even more than a year ago, and it comes from this woman locked in a shed in the middle of a forest. I'll roll the clip right now so you guys can see that.
4, 5, 7, 2, 1, 2,
So this is the first time I have ever seen both of these games kind of collide. Like Rockstar Games, they created RDR2, they created GTA 5, but they actually hid this Easter egg in RDR2, which is mind-blowing to me because RDR2 was set in a time so far behind GTA 5. It's completely mind-blowing, guys. But basically, once you get this phone number, you can then dial it and you can hear these riddles even more so by simply just phoning her up, and she will tell you 1 or 2 lines before hanging up. You can do this again, here's some more lines, do this again, here's some more lines. But what I'm thinking is that some of these lines begin to alter depending on where you are around the map. For example, people in Sandy Shores are beginning to hear us say, like, you're looking for me, aren't you, or something like that. Like, you begin to get these riddles and clues when you're in these different locations around the map.
You're looking for me? Yes. The future is open to me.
I hope you guys are catching on. If you are, great. If you're not, let me know in the comments below and I'll try and explain things a bit simpler. I can only really go off all this information and I know that there's a lot of information in front of me. By the way, guys, before I go into any more information, all of these yellow highlighted things are things I have put into this at the end of each sentence. I believe every single one of them, apart from 1 or 2, have been answered for, as I've been trying to decrypt all of these things. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you disagree with anything, let me know, guys. But just going through a few of these, she says, at one point, I see a 3-legged man and a long-legged woman, and they are both happy. This is relating to Lester and the person he meets in the latest DLC. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what this is about. But just going into even more classic stuff, for those of you guys who played this game when it was first released, she also says, I see a man, his name is Johnny, he sits at home, but he longs to be on the spot again. This is a reference to Johnny on the Spot, who was the mechanic in GTA Online, who unfortunately was actually taken out of the game early into the game. I'm not sure when it was, but they took him out of the game. Johnny on the Spot wasn't treated too well by players. There's also I see bitterness and ambition and madness. They shall all come to this city, which is Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. Michael is the bitterness, Franklin is the ambition, and Trevor is the madness, which makes total sense. Another really interesting riddle she tells us is I see a bright sun in a clear sky. And for those of you guys who have followed my channel and the Easter eggs I provided over the past few years, you will know that the characters have a different sun. I will demonstrate that to you guys right now. If I just go up to land and then make it clear sky. Yeah, here we go. This is better. Way more central. Okay, I'm glad we did this. So if we go to Mount Chiliad and take a look at the sun whilst we're playing as Franklin, you will notice the sun is a bit different. Like, it's got, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's got 12 different marks coming out from the sun as if it's a clock. So this is what Nazara is talking about. Another mystery which has not yet been solved. It's just kind of been discovered and is like, oh, okay, there's radio clips referencing this as well, like Follow the Compass, and you'll see what I mean in a minute, guys. But all of these suns look different to each character, and Rockstar Games did this deliberately. So if we go over to Michael, for example, and take a look at the sun will look totally different to how it looked for Franklin, guys. It doesn't make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense. So Michael, what are you doing, buddy? He is having some afternoon tea with Amanda. How's it going, Amanda? All right, Michael, we need to look at the sun. Where's the sun? Oh, there we go. Okay, so going up here, let's stand on the roof. So standing on the roof and looking at the sun, you will notice it's got that ring around it. Like, it no longer has the 12 markers leaving the sun. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it has 8 markers coming out and a ring, like a halo, going around the sun. And it doesn't end there, guys. If we go over to Trevor, he will have a totally different sun to Michael. I think I've mentioned this like twice so far on this channel, guys, and it never gets old. Like, why would Rockstar Games do this? Are we meant to do something differently for each character? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know, but let's look at the sun with Trevor. So where is it? It's up there. There we go. It's more of a compass. We have north, south, east, and west, and then 2 rings going around it. It literally looks like a compass in the sky. So that's what that riddle is telling us about. It's basically telling us all of these solved mysteries and unsolved mysteries. But what I like about it is that it's giving us this information as if we haven't yet completed it. Like, they still want us to take a look at this stuff and try and find out the true answer. It also shows, like, beware, not all love is kind. Just climb the mountain and ask my poor Jolene, which is a reference to the Mount Gordo ghost. There's also, I see wet ground and figures in the dark and the spirit of a lonely girl. That's a reference to RDR2, which I find quite interesting. And let's keep looking through this. I see thunder and lightning. That's to summon the UFOs. At the strike of 12, when when the moon is fat, the beast will awaken within you. Pretty self-explanatory. That's to do with the beast Easter egg in GTA 5. Oh, by the way, one of these riddles is open to so much speculation right now, but in my opinion, I think it's to do with a reference in which campaign should be played. The riddle says, your line is tangled, but I see it now, referencing the path in which campaign should be played, in my opinion. A few months ago, I made a video saying that campaign subtly changes depending on what time you do missions and what state you're in when you do the mission. For example, in Complications, for example, if you do the mission between certain hours, the car will be a different color to if you were to do the mission in another few hours. It's such a minor difference, but it's still a change to campaign, a change which Rockstar Games didn't necessarily have to add into the game. Like, it feels like they went out of their way to do that. So I feel like your line is tangled is a reference to everyone's done it wrong, and there's still a clear path to follow, but no one has yet done it. So that's very interesting. But moving on, this is where I believe the answer to the Mount Chiliad mural has been revealed, guys. And she will say, on the most important riddle in my opinion, is I see a door in the shape of a circle, and behind it, endless opportunities opening to you if you are able to adapt. And this is the ultimate ending to the Mount Chiliad mural mystery, in my opinion. I mean, what else could this be, guys? I see a door in the shape of a circle, and the reason why I think this is because of this, guys. If we go straight over to the Mount Chiliad mural, which I'm going to teleport over there right now, guys, everyone once thought that the door will open up here. You know, this is where the door will open. You know, if you solve the mural, you will open this door and see great riches or the answer and stuff, you know, something would happen. But no, that's not what they're talking about, guys. If we actually set the time to the middle of the night, 3 in the morning, let's do that. 3 in the morning. If we set the time to 3 a.m. and set the weather to thunder and lightning, there we go, brilliant. The UFO will spawn in, and can I view this in the camera mode? No, I can't. Oh, come on. Basically, right underneath this UFO is a circle door. I want to try and view this. Yeah, there it is, guys. There it is. The circle door. The circle door at the bottom of the UFO. What else could this mean other than the fact that literally right there, you can see it, guys. It is open. There is a circle door at the bottom of the UFO. And the clue literally tells us, I see a door in the shape of a circle, and behind it, endless opportunities opening to you if you are able to adapt. What does that mean? Is that to do with adapting between GTA 5 single player to online? Like, maybe everyone's expecting a single player DLC, but maybe they, you know, we know it's not going to happen, basically. We're not going to get a single player DLC. It's been too long, so maybe we have to adapt into online and do all this stuff in online. I don't know, but this has to be to do with the Mount Chiliad mural. It has to be to do with the UFO outside. There's no other circle door in this game, and it's too much of a clue for it to be anything else, in my opinion. Just way too much of a clue. Anyway, I've gone through so many of these riddles, guys. I'm not going to go through any more of them. I'm not going to bore you guys with these. I'm going to go into another one, which is actually pretty interesting and exciting. I'm trying to find it as I, like, talk to you guys about this. Yeah, like this one. I see the meaning of a song upon a stone. 1 is done, 2 was fun. The Infinite 8 Easter egg. I mean, there's no doubt about that, guys. You know, these are all references to Easter eggs. But something which caught my eye is the first one. The very first one. This has to be one of the most important ones, alongside the ending of the Mount Chiliad mural. But this says, have you seen Gavin? It's such a weird name, right? There's no such thing as a Gavin in this game. Who knows a Gavin? Do you guys know Gavin? Do you have any idea who this Gavin could be? You guys might not know of him. Well, you definitely don't know of him, actually. I didn't know of him, and I have searched on the GTA wiki so many times for mysteries and clues and Easter eggs and stuff, and this page seems brand new to me. Like, literally brand new. And Gavin was a character who we never got to see in GTA 4, who lived in Los Santos. He was just a mysterious character. We literally didn't get to see him once in GTA 4. His biography literally says, Gavin Finkel. That's his full name. He's also known as Ambrosia, who is American, date of birth 1967, so he's still alive right now, and his place of birth is Los Santos, guys, which is where GTA 5 is set. His home is Algonquin, which I don't really know where that is. Is that meant to be in Liberty City, or is that meant to be, like, somewhere GTA 4 referenced? Oh, there we go, guys. I've done some searching. Algonquin is based in Liberty City, so he lives, at least in his last update, in Liberty City, but he was born in Los Santos. So have you seen Gavin? Is that meant to be a reference to, like, what I'm thinking is maybe he was born in Los Santos, lived in Los Santos for a while, you know, got affiliated with this stuff, and then left to Liberty City. Hence why we're being told, have you seen Gavin? I mean, look at this. He wasn't even seen in Liberty City. Like, how is this guy known? Why do we have a biography for somebody who we've never even seen? Like, why? It doesn't make sense to me. So this has to be the Gavin Finkel, which is already on GTA 5 Wikipedia, who was born in Los Santos, moved to Liberty City, and is unseen. Like, he hasn't been seen at all. It has to be him. him. It's a clean character. He's referenced in both games, and yeah, it has to be. It has to be him, guys. But regardless, guys, this Easter egg is huge. I can't remember a time where we had an Easter egg as big as this in GTA 5. Like, this is the biggest Easter egg I've seen for a very long time, and so far, I have been solving as many riddles as I can do, but what we know so far is that Gavin is a character who we have to find, and even the machine doesn't know where Gavin is. That's something, guys. It's a fortune teller machine who sees everyone, and yet they ask us to find Gavin. Surely the machine will be able to find him themselves. It's the all-seeing eye. They see everyone. They're surveillance. They're the sight. You know, it's the meaning of the name Nazar. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Nort. Happy New Year, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much to these amazing people for becoming a member of the channel. If you guys would like to have your name randomly selected and featured at the end of every video, just like these amazing people, then press the join button just below this video and become a member of the channel today. And feel free to watch another video. There's 2 on the screen right now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.